Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss the benefits of labor reforms across key sectors. So let's start with fixed-term employees. They will now receive the same benefits as permanent employees, including paid leave, medical facilities, and social security. They will also become eligible for gratuity after just 1 year, instead of the earlier requirement of 5 years. Additionally, they must be paid equal wages, just like permanent workers. Overall, this promotes direct hiring and helps reduce exploitation through contract systems. Now, let's talk about gig and platform workers. For the first time in India, gig and platform workers like delivery partners, cab drivers and app-based workers are legally recognized. Aggregators must contribute 1 to 2% of their turnover towards their welfare fund. A universal Aadhaar-linked account ensures workers can access benefits anywhere in India, even if they move to another state. Now, let's talk about contract workers. Contract workers will now enjoy the same benefits as permanent employees, including wages, leaves and social security. They also become eligible for gratuity after 1 year. The principal employer is responsible for their health and social security, and free annual health checkups are mandatory. Now, let's talk about women workers. Gender discrimination is now clearly prohibited. Women will receive equal pay for equal work and can work in night shifts in all job sectors, including mining and heavy industries, with proper safety and consent. Women must be included in grievance committees, and even parents-in-law are now included in dependent coverage. Now, let's talk about youth workers. Young workers are protected through mandatory minimum wages. Employers must provide appointment letters, ensuring formal employment proof. Paid leave wages are compulsory and the floor wage ensures a decent standard of living. Now, let's talk about MSME workers. Workers in MSMEs are now covered under the Social Security Code. They will receive minimum wages, along with facilities like canteens, drinking water and rest areas. Overtime will be paid at double rate and wages must be paid on time. Now, let's talk about BD or cigar workers. Workers will now receive minimum wages, and their working hours are clearly limited. Any overtime work must be done with consent and paid at least double wages. Workers also become eligible for a bonus after just 30 working days. Now, let's talk about plantation workers. Plantation workers are now protected under the OSH and Social Security codes. They must receive training for handling chemicals, and protective safety equipment is compulsory. Workers and their families receive full IC medical facilities, along with education support for their children. Now, let's talk about audiovisual or digital workers. Digital media workers like journalists, dubbing artists and stunt performers are now protected. They must receive clear appointment letters, timely wages and double wages for overtime work, ensuring financial stability and dignity. Now, let's talk about mine workers. Mine workers receive special protection. Certain commuting accidents are now treated as work accidents under conditions. The government has set national safety standards, free health checkups are mandatory and working hours are regulated to protect health. Now, let's talk about hazardous industry workers. All workers in hazardous industries will receive free annual health checkups. National safety standards will ensure better workplace safety. Women can also work in hazardous jobs with safeguards, and safety committees are compulsory at every site. Now, let's talk about textile workers. All textile workers, including migrant workers, will receive equal wages and welfare benefits. They can file claims for pending dues for up to 3 years, and overtime must be paid at double wages. Now, let's talk about IT or ITES workers. Salary must be released by the 7th of every month, ensuring trust and financial stability. Equal pay for equal work is enforced. Women can work night shifts with safety arrangements, and workplace disputes will be resolved faster. Now, let's talk about dock workers. Dock workers now receive formal recognition and legal protection. They are entitled to PF, pension and insurance benefits. Annual health checkups, medical care and proper hygiene facilities are compulsory. Now, let's talk about export sector workers. Workers in the export sector receive PF, gratuity and social security benefits. They can avail annual leave after 180 days of work. Timely wages are a legal right and women can work night shifts with strong safety measures like transport, CCTV and security. Thanks for watching. Now, in the next video, we will discuss the next part of the labor codes in detail. See you in the next video.